Hello, this is Liam for Flame Studios, and welcome to Nostalgic Opinions. We will be reviewing my PS2 library, right there, the Total Tower, and I don't think we could fit this all in one episode, so we will be doing it into multiple different sections, just depending on how far we've got. So, without further ado, let's do the first one that we get from this. Yeah, you can probably see what you'll already know what this is, so I don't really need to explain it. It's actually a pretty good game, don't you know? Next, Ghost Hunter. It's a horror game that they say will scare you to death, but apparently I like how that monster is. And to be honest, I don't know what that is. It looks a lot like it was what a Disney character would look like after being left in a bunker for, 20 years, and yet being given no help at all. But I don't really like this game, to be honest. It doesn't really live up to its genre. And it's another game gone. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. They say it's the most dramatic sword play ever, when actually you're just... Right, to be honest, the graphics on this look pretty nice. And I would have to let this... I would have to let this go with... Mark saying... Not sucky. What the fuck? Even more shit. Time Crisis 2, an arcade game that was from Sony, obviously, and it's actually a pretty good game. I managed to get pretty far in it, and I like how it is. And for some reason this is part of a thing, but I will not go on that. And I like how the motor is. It doesn't matter how steady your trigger finger is, just how fast you could use it. Pure classic, especially about the fact that you had to keep your hands on the control at all times. Not sucky. Good. And next we have a classic Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Part of the Metal Gear Solid series. It's mostly where you'll probably know how it goes, like you sneak around killing people and in hope of managing to beat the boss at the end of the stage, but I don't really know how it goes because I haven't played it in a long time. I am happy that Snake's being brought back into Smash Ultimate, which is a good thing for me, especially about the fact that I've had to use Rob for Smash 4, which I still prefer to use. Jumanji. Not based on the movie, it's more based off the board game. Except it doesn't have all the dangers, which is a shame. Next we're going to review 2, because they're literally just the same game. It's taken a while, but... Crazy Taxi and The Simpsons Hit and Run. Then you'll realize, why the fuck is that similar? That's because Hit and Run is a good game, but it's not what we're looking for. Simpsons Road Rage. No debate there. But like, Road Rage is a pretty good game for if you want to play with other people and you have your PS2. Crazy Taxi is a bit better, but I would prefer to play on the Dreamcast. You know, the console was already released on I think it was a launch title. I think. But wait. I do have the PSP version, Crazy Taxi Fair Wars, which also has Crazy Taxi 2. But to be honest, I was a big fan of Crazy Taxi. I wouldn't say, I would say this, it's not sucky, just alright for me. Sucky. This is something I used to play all the time, but not really that much into it. So, you know. And then you realize there's another one. From the time for Windows. ELSPA. Why couldn't they just go with ESRB? You know, the ones I tried to pronounce got correct, but, you know. Gran Turismo 4. Doesn't much work anymore. I'm not going to do that, you know how I feel about that. Starsky and Hutch is a game that you would probably say is alright. Many people consider it fun, but not that much big fan of it. I've got about like 5 games left, and then I would have to end it for a while. Operation Winback. It's a game that's mostly like you shoot bad guys, and explode helicopters. Don't know how it is, and then you realize, what the fuck is this doing in my collection? This is one of the rarest PS2 games you could find. Goes for around £60 or 90, don't really know. And you know how it goes, like, well, it's mostly just a Marvel vs. Capcom game. It is a very fun game. It's way better than the Dreamcast version because the DualShock is way more better for using. And next, this is another classic, one which I grew up with Network Play, Tony Hawk's Underground. I do remember this game. I've bet it once, but never was really that much interested, to be honest. I still remember I was like, thought those motion controls, and yeah, I didn't have the iToy. Man, those were legendary times. Best not to get right into that. Parappa is a game that is one of the most frustrating games I've ever played. Sucks. My opinion. And next we have Rogue Agent. GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Somehow related to the N64 version despite not being made by the original makers, Rare. It's a game where you it's perfect for if you want to play with friends, but there's a story mode that I was into. Did suck at it. Was boss at multiplayer, though. You fucking idiot. This is a hated game for me. Might be wondering why is there still a bunch of those. Well, we're running out of space. Best to stop it for now on. This we could call this part 1. And there would be a good first part, hopefully. Last time it was horrible. The last video was horrible, sorry. And that's literally it. If you want, you could subscribe. It's not a recommendation. And I keep saying not a recommendation. It is a recommendation. Pardon me. You can leave a like, or you can leave a dislike if you think that it's extremely crap, the quality, and it should be on longer. Which it will. Don't worry. You can leave a reply, and here's my question of the day. What's your most favourite PS2 game of all time? Liam from Flamefound Studios, signing off. goodbye for now.